Lamech says, as one of the descendants of Cain, he says in the Bible that he has slain a man to his hurt. And I want to look at what that means, to his hurt. Because I believe, like, if you killed someone after you came from, you come from the lineage of Cain or whatever, and you go in the way of your father and you kill someone, that binds you in darkness. And I believe he was one of the ones to be bound in darkness under this mask where all he can do is blaspheme. But he mentions it. He's like, I've killed a man to my hurt. And then he says, if Cain will be avenged sevenfold, surely I'll be avenged 70 and sevenfold, or a lot more, because he had less probably, or had more reason to kill the young man than Cain did. But he does say, to my hurt. So it makes you wonder, how did that hurt him to kill someone else? But that's part of the reason I believe that a lot of them took this mask of darkness, and they came from Cain's. Seems like most of them came from Cain's descendants. But because it also says that the world got very wicked in those days when the sons of God were coming down to the daughters of men. And what I think that means by wicked is they slew each other. They actually killed each other. Quite a bit more than it says, because for instance, like Sodom and Gomorrah, their principal crime was not that they were gay. Their principal crime was that they became violent with people and killed people. When the angels came and visited Sodom and Gomorrah, they were told not to sleep out on the streets because it's violent. So they had to go into someone's house. And they ended up staying at Lot's house because they were angels and they knew where to go. But anyway, these places were wicked and in such a way that they were violent. But anyway, that's what's going on. Is I believe that they were held in a mask under darkness to become the fallen angels that were held in the mask under darkness. It says, I think it is the book of Jude, they were bound in chains under darkness. And they're awaiting judgment day still. But I think that those people are demons now, and they're still walking around as people, but they're actually demons. So it would be hard to catch one of them, but I think they're masquerading around as people. And they're the ones that are doing some of the highest technologies out there, because Satan runs the world, and he had it in his hand to offer Jesus Christ the entire world and everything that was on it as far as he was concerned. Remember, if he said just fall down and worship me, and he obviously said no to him. But anyway, they're the ones with the technologies. They're the ones typically who build all this stuff out of metal, because they became metal workers early on in the line of Cain. And becoming metal workers, if you look at how many things we have that are made of metal in our houses, our cars, our big buildings, all this is made out of metal. Steel is a big industry. But anyway, they're the ones that are, quote, rich. And yes, they are rich. But they're the ones that are kind of like watching over this world right now. Basically, they're watching over their money, which is the world. But anyway, that's the deal with Lamech saying, I've slain the young man to my hurt. It was to his hurt. He became bound in chains under darkness, as far as I can tell. So